Hello, Mentority family. Welcome back to another insightful episode. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of research methodologies, specifically, the differences between quantitative and qualitative approaches. Whether you're a student, a budding researcher, or just someone curious about the methods behind the madness, this video is for you. So, let's get started. Major differences between quantitative and qualitative research. Qualitative research. Qualitative research focuses on exploring and understanding complex phenomena, often in depth. It aims to uncover insights into the underlying motivations, attitudes, and behaviors of individuals or groups. It involves non-numerical data, such as words, images, and observations. Data is often gathered through methods like interviews, focus groups, or participant observations. Qualitative research involves subjective analysis to identify patterns, themes, and meanings in the data. Common methods include thematic analysis, content analysis, and narrative analysis. Hypothesis in qualitative research typically does not start with a predefined hypothesis. Instead, it aims to generate hypotheses, or theories based on the data collected. Quantitative research. Quantitative research aims to quantify relationships, patterns, and trends. It involves the measurement of variables, to establish statistical associations, and generalizations. It involves numerical data, that can be analyzed statistically. This data is usually collected through structured surveys, experiments, or observations with predefined variables. Quantitative research involves statistical analysis to identify patterns, relationships, and significance. Common methods include descriptive statistics, inferential statistics, and hypothesis testing. Quantitative research usually starts with a specific hypothesis that the researcher seeks to test and either confirm or refute. Choosing between qualitative and quantitative research approach. Choosing qualitative approach. Choose qualitative research approach when you cannot carry out quantitative data analysis of hypotheses. Qualitative research provides a broader perspective on a research question and hypotheses. Choose qualitative methods when your research question involves exploring complex phenomena, understanding social processes, or delving into the meaning and experiences of individuals or groups. Use qualitative approaches when you aim to generate hypotheses, explore new topics, or gain in-depth insights into underlying motivations, attitudes, and behaviors. Choose qualitative methods when you want to work with non-numerical data, such as textual information, images, or observations. For instance, suppose that you want to carry out a research study on the lived experiences of individuals diagnosed with a chronic illness. In this case, your research question would be, what are the lived experiences of individuals diagnosed with a chronic illness? In this case, your study design includes conducting in-depth interviews with individuals who have been diagnosed with a chronic illness. Explore their experiences, emotions, challenges, and coping mechanisms related to their health condition. In this case, qualitative research approach is plausible because there is no precise hypothesis, and you are using open-ended questions to allow participants to share their stories. Record and transcribe interviews, and analyze the transcripts for recurring themes and patterns. Employ qualitative analysis methods, such as thematic analysis, to identify and interpret common themes and meanings within the narratives. Choosing quantitative approach. You can use quantitative approach when there's a precise hypothesis, and your research question requires measurement, statistical analysis, and the establishment of patterns or relationships among variables. Select quantitative methods when you want to test hypotheses, establish cause and effect relationships, or make generalizable predictions based on numerical data. Use quantitative methods when you need numerical data for statistical analysis. For instance, suppose you want to carry out research on this research question: does regular exercise have a significant impact on reducing blood pressure? In this case, you have a precise hypothesis to test. Regular exercise can help reduce blood pressure. In this case, you can conduct a randomized controlled trial with two groups. One engaging in regular exercise, and the other leading a sedentary lifestyle. Measure participants' blood pressure before and after a specified period, and analyze the data using statistical methods to determine if there's a significant difference. You can use standardized instruments to measure blood pressure and collect numerical data for each participant. After that, you can carry out any statistical analysis, like t-test or ANOVA test, to check the hypothesis. Choosing mixed method approach. Use mixed methods when you want to gain a comprehensive understanding of a research problem by combining the depth of qualitative insights with the breadth of quantitative data. If your research question is broad, and you're not sure which variables or factors are most relevant, a mixed methods approach allows for both exploration and hypothesis testing. Use mixed methods when your research question involves multiple dimensions that cannot be fully captured by either qualitative or quantitative methods alone. You might start with qualitative research to explore a phenomenon, generate hypotheses, and then use quantitative methods to test those hypotheses on a larger scale. For instance, suppose that you want to carry out research on this research question. How does a community health intervention impact both the health outcomes, quantitative, and the community dynamics, qualitative? In such case, implement a mixed methods design with two phases. In the first phase, conduct a quantitative survey to measure health indicators, e.g., changes in BMI, blood pressure, before and after the intervention. In the second phase, conduct qualitative interviews or focus groups with community members to explore their perceptions, experiences, and the social impact of the intervention. You can collect numerical data from health assessments and narrative data through interviews or focus groups. Use statistical methods to analyze changes in health indicators. Apply thematic analysis to identify and interpret qualitative themes related to community perceptions and dynamics. So, there you have it, difference between quantitative and qualitative research approach, each with its unique strengths. The key is to align your research goals with the right approach. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more Mentority goodness, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep mentoring. This is Mentority, signing off.